Guys, so I'm going to be doing a quote-unquote triple review today because I'm just going to go over all three of these guys at the same time because they're basically the same toys with just minor repaints and Skywarp's unique head, I guess. But yeah, let's just go over. I'm going to go over Starscream basically, and I'm going to cut the camera for these two for vehicle mode. So first up, we got Starscream. Now Starscream here. I do like Starscream's color scheme. I've always did like it. But something I always noticed about Starscream is that isn't his face like a little darker than the other two Seekers or something like that? That's what I've seen from the cartoon, but that's just me, I guess. I don't know. But Starscream here is the first of the mold. The very first. And I mean, he's a very nice figure. Very, very nice. Very sturdy as well. He's like basically like a very sturdy figure. Not gonna move or shake him a bunch. Very sturdy, very, very hard to knock over as well. Actually, yeah, he's very sturdy. He'll hold a pose if you put him in one. Same goes for these two. Also, I've heard about that sometimes these two come with jacked up wings that don't stay pegged in, but mine are fine. They're just fine. And I'll be honest, hold up, be right back. I gotta cut the camera real quick. Alright, I'm back. Just had to do something real quick. Now, where was I talking about? About head sculpt? Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't particularly like the Skywarp head sculpt. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't like. Maybe because he's yelling. Such a weird choice, you know, like maybe give him like a little smirk or something, not like a yelling face. You know? And I guess I mean, if you like the head sculpt, you like it, you know? That's your opinion. But I kind of don't like it, and I sadly don't have another Starscream, so I can just slap his head on there, but I sadly don't have another one of those, so I can't just slap his head on that, so I just gotta deal with it, which is fine with me, I guess. So that's fine. What was I playing? Starscream. Now, in terms of actually being compatible with the blast effects and all that, I forgot to do this for some reviews. He does have blast effect ports right here in his chest, which is actually cool. So it could be like he's shooting missiles or something out of his chest, like he did in the cartoon. What else does he? I think that's actually that's funny. Okay, there's one on his arm. That's not gonna go on there. Yeah, that's not gonna go on there. These guys actually don't have many blast effect ports. I'm actually noticing now. I never really looked at it, but these guys don't have many blast effects ports. The more you know. Put that away. Now, in terms of articulation, no waist swivel because of how the assembly is. Well, you'll see more in vehicle mode, or if you already know how this figure, you already know why. Yeah, they could have. So yeah, there's no waist swivel, just sadly. But you can kind of fake a waist swivel. Kind of. Doesn't really work if you use his leg joints, I guess. You can kind of fake a waist swivel, I guess. Kind of, if you want to count it, waist swivel. But nah. His wings are on a hinge, so you can kind of move them around. They're on a little mushroom peg, I think. Not mushroom peg, like one of those kind of pegs, you know the ones. His head is on a ball joint, so it can look all over the place. Also, his wings have an extra hinge for extra articulation. Just move his wings back, move it down. His arms can go all the way around. Just gotta make sure to move out, piece out of the way. You can swivel here, on the upper arm. A bend at the elbow, decent bend for decent bend. The other one has definitely the Siege versions definitely have better articulation. These guys, I will be honest about that. Kind of I guess it's kind of counts articulation, head articulation. The guns are just on a peg basically, so you can turn them all the way around if you want to count them with articulation, I guess. This little crotch plate is on a hinge, so you can move out of the way. You can kick out about that far. Kick back about that far. Very limited because of the butt panel back here. That's fine. A pretty decent elbow bend. Pretty decent. About that much on the angle tilt department. So yeah, they're pretty posable guys. All things considering. Now, something I did notice, I don't have any of them. I don't have a Classic Seeker. But these guys are basically just giant Classic Seekers with some better articulation base. That's what I'm noticing. It's kind of actually, it's kind of weird. That's what I've noticed. I've never had a Classic Seeker. They seem okay, I guess. A little bulky, a little out of date nowadays, I'll be honest. But they look nice. I guess we can get on to the 2-pack. So, let's move Starscream into the back now, out behind these two. Now, Skywarp and Thundercracker here. Decepticon goons. Really, one's an idiot, and the other one doesn't know what side he's on. So that's something. Skywarp didn't do much in the cartoon, I always noticed. He just kind of existed, and so did Thundercracker. So, yeah. I'll be honest, I do appreciate Thundercracker's color scheme. It is a nice color scheme. Just a nice light purple, not purple, light blue. Let me get my colors mixed up here. Sorry. It's just a nice simple blue. Same amount of articulation as Starscream in the back. These both have the same articulation. A nice blue to contrast each other. Yeah, let's get on the Skywarp. I mean, not Skywarp. Now, Skywarp is actually going to be olive green, apparently. That's weird. But hey, you know, things change. He was going to be olive green. Yeah. There's a lot of Skywarp has a simple color scheme of black and purple and silver, which is actually a really nice color scheme because black and purple work together pretty nicely, and so does green and purple. So yeah, let's get down to transformation. I'm just gonna get Starscream because, well, yeah, reasons. Now Starscream here / Thundercracker and Skywarp. I pop off the guns. Just pop off the guns. Null rays and all that. Put off to the side. You know what we're gonna do first? How I transform is that I bring up the arms. I'm gonna bring up the arms for you guys quick to show you. So pop open the arm like this, and basically kind of swing up the hand like that. And this little piece you're gonna want to slide into there, kind of like that. Bring it down. Focus. There we go. Like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Bring it up, like that. Take it. Try to bend the elbow. Down, like that, and then like that. There's the arms done. Make sure to spin them around like this. That's basically the arms done. Take your fingernails, untap this, like that, and bring everything down like this. Bring this whole nose cone up and over. Bring it out, spin it up, and tab it in. Now, actually don't spin the arms like I did. I did that wrong. Just bring the arms in like this, and close it up. That's the upper half done, and now for the lower half, we're going to do that here. So we're going to undo this, and bring up the legs. Bring up the legs. Also bring up this crotch panel. Snap these together. Also, you're going to want these to plug into there. Like that. Okay, so bring down these thrusters. And now there is some automorph to also make sure to bring up these. I forgot to. There is a little automorph, I guess. You can for this guy. So basically, yeah. So there is some automorph for this guy. Basically, when you bring these down, these will. So basically, when you bring these down, these will force up the feet, force the ankles to go down. Just bring these up like that. And bring them up and just plug them in. Flip down the wings. Make sure to bring it up down the feet. Take his wings like that, like that. I always have a hard time with this part. Kind of just adjust everything till it all fits together in vehicle mode. Bam. And there he is in jet mode. I'm going to have to adjust the camera because I'm going to have 3 of these things on the screen and they're going to take up a lot of room. So yeah. Also, how you plug in the weapons on this guy. There's several pegs here, 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 and there. But of course, everybody's going to do this. I plug them in right here. And I plug them in right here. And bam. There are his guns in jet mode. No landing gear to speak of on these versions. Gonna cut the camera real quick and transform these two so you can see them jet mode. Alright guys, and here they are all in jet mode. Now I'll be honest, I'm gonna say this real quick. Starscream does have the most paint in jet mode out of all 3 of them, and I bet you're wondering where that extra paint is. Now, Starscream has these extra little paint decals on the wings. Thundercracker lacks them, and so does Skywarp. And some other things about these jet modes that I don't particularly like is that you can see their heads sticking out at the bottom of the jets. But for Skywarp, it's not that bad because you can kind of see it because Skywarp's head's glossy. But if you're not really paying attention, you'll probably miss it on Skywarp because he's all black. And one thing I also noticed about Skywarp is that he kind of has like this weird kind of glossy finish on him in certain parts of him, which is fine, I guess. Also, some other things about these jet modes. They look really nice next to each other, in my opinion. I actually really am happy that I got all 3 of them. It's actually really cool. They do look really nice. Now, in terms of things you can do with the jets, they could just sit there and you can just kind of do this, I guess. Just kind of hold it. Let's look at the detailing on these jets now. Now, I do like how these jets have all these little tiny panels and just all these extra little details that I really do appreciate. And I don't know if this is like a mold error, but all of them share this kind of little scratch right here. All of them share that. It's weird. All of them share this little scratch right here. Don't know if this is like a mold error or anything like that. You guys tell me below in the comments, I guess, if it's a mold error. But I know all of them, every single one of them has it. Also, I'm going to click in Skywarp's wings fully. Whoops, so you can kind of see a gap. There we go. I'm trying to see. Yeah. Go back to looking at Starscream because he's all gray because it's just all this nice little detailing that I do really like, and I do kind of wish. This is just my opinion. You guys have probably a different opinion below in the comments. In your opinions, you know. I do kind of wish that Starscream's nose cone was blue, and Thundercracker's was black, and Skywarp's was purple. I do just kind of wish they were colored. So yeah. I'm gonna go cut the camera and bring them in the robot mode. Also, they are flight stand compatible. Flight stand port right there. So if you're wondering whether you could put a flight stand or a stand in general to get them up in the air, what am I doing here? So right there, so we can plug them into. And I'll show you robot mode real quick after. Okay, cut the camera. Also, real quick, just to show you where the flight stand is on robot mode, it's right there. That's where it is. So I'm gonna cut the camera again. Just gonna show you that guys real quick. Alright, be right back. And we are back. Now, my final thoughts and opinion on these guys. They are some really good figures, honestly. And I do know that Thundercracker and Skywarp are a kind of a sought-after set and are kind of a rare to get and hard to get. But, I mean, if you really go to paintbrush, just buy 2 more of this guy and paint yourself up some Thundercracker and Skywarp. I mean, the only difference is that Skywarp is not going to have the yelling face. That's it. That's really the only difference. My Skywarp my collection, my other one, my Siege one, he's a custom. Not by me though. By a guy that I bought it online. So yeah. But yeah. If you can find them for a reasonable price, these two, I suggest going for it. Really, that's just going for it. You can find these two for a reasonable price and him for a reasonable price. Go for it. They're pretty nice together on the shelf. And they pose well, as you can see here. And, well, they do bulk out your Decepticon army. Because, you know, what's a Decepticon army without the Seekers, you know? So, that was my video review on Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. This is the Skywarp Studio, signing off. See you next time. Goodbye.